So tilted to the bass inside.
Hello, we're talking to Billy Bunter at Hardcore Heaven. How you doing, sir? Have you played tonight yet?
I'm on at 4 o'clock. I've just come from Brixton, which was rocking. I'm on upstairs at 4 o'clock after John Doe, and it seems to be rocking down there.
Yeah, you've been feeling it like you've been on a different vibe since for a long time. You've been hardcore, etc.
Well, I think now the hardcore scene had to find its feet for a little while, and for a few years it was like not as big as it was, and now through the enthusiasm from Darren Styles, Hixie, Seduction, Dougal, etc., the scene's come back and it's real big. And for me, although I'm not playing hardcore, a lot of what I've done has still been aimed at the rave scene, so I'm fortunate enough to still be playing at places like this, even though what I'm playing is real hard dance, as in hard house and hard trance music.
Right, it seems the boundaries have been blurred a bit. I mean, do you feel that like you can fit in a zone where you can go from A to B, play hardcore, hard house, etc.?
Yeah, I think for me, like I say, I'm fortunate enough that I've been around a long time, and I can go to places like Sunday Central, Anti-World, my own nights tasting, and be able to play my kind of music. And although some people would say that what I play is far away from what's happening down here, but to me what I play is rave. So I think I can come to a place like this and adapt quite easily.
Okay, you've been in the scene for a very long time.
Yeah.
You've been here since day one, and like you've seen the scene change. You're a big name internationally. You're a very big name.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how do you see the scene on like worldwide?
Worldwide, it's basically whatever happens in England is reflected in other parts of the world, like Japan, Australia, Canada. They're all places that really vibe off of what's happening in the UK. And I've been, for example, Australia now. In the past 5 years, I've been there every single year. And basically, when the scene was really, really buzzing a few years ago, so was Oz. And then when I went back a few years ago, and the scene, like with the hardcore, is finding its feet again, getting new producers, new ideas. And again, it's a reflection of what's happening here. If it's buzzing here and there's good records coming out, then everywhere around the world's buzzing. If it's moving on, then other countries are going to move on, you know. But around the world at the moment, there's an exciting underground scene, be it hard house, hard trance, hardcore, techno. There's a lot of exciting things happening.
That's good. How do you see the scene moving forward this year?
This year there's a big amalgamation of styles. Like the days of DJs having 15 records that all sound the same and being able to play them perfectly together, that's boring. That's been and gone now. I think
definitely, yeah.
There's so much more variety, and DJs are that more experienced now. You know, like Kevin Energy, for example, he can start off at hard trance and then end up at freefall. And I think that's the way DJing should go. People should be able to play everything. Like if I go out and play, like earlier I played a 3-hour set in Brixton. I started with real funky hard techno, then went into hard house, then hard trance. There should be no boundaries. As long as people are enjoying themselves, just keep pushing music forward.
Right, so like if the stuff that you heard tonight, have you thought it's been good? Have you enjoyed what you heard tonight so far?
I've only been in here half hour, but I've been upstairs. I've heard John Doe. He's playing some really cutting edge techno, hard house and hard trance. I'm not too sure who's on down there in the main room, but there's some real big anthems being played and the crowd seems to be going mad for it.
Yeah, it seems like hardcore's coming back big time, doesn't it? Because after, you know, it went through a bit of a slump, but now it's big time, it's coming back.
And I think that's testament to the enthusiasm that all the people who have stuck by it have put into the scene, and that now reflects on what's happening out there on the dance floor. Like with my events, I do a night called Tasting. We have a hardcore room. I booked Darren Styles and them guys, and they've got energy and they've believed in their music, and because they've done that, the hardcore's buzzing out there.
Yeah, it seems like the promoters they took a back step when it like went downhill, but it seems they're coming back now. I mean, Slamming's always been there. they've taken it over and they've done what they've had to do. Can you like credit Slamming for the way that the hardcore scene's gone at the moment? Do you think they've done well?
Well, I think they've stuck by it. They've stuck by it through thick and thin. Just like Rain Dance have always had the hardcore room. There's a lot of raves out there that have, you know, when it was dying off, people kept their hardcore room, and now those people are reaping the rewards, just like the DJs.
Okay, what stuff we've got looking forward to coming from you this year? I mean, we've seen this stuff on UK Hard. That has been absolutely wicked.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm not a hard house listener, but when it comes to the hard dance, that stuff has been standing out.
Yeah.
What else have we got standing up from you?
At the moment, I'm running 5 labels with 3 or 4 different artists. I've got UK Hard with John Doe, which has always been mine and John's stuff, where we push the boundaries as much as we can, but still keep it dance floor orientated. Myself and DJ Rooster, who I signed about 3-4 years ago, he's really come into his own now. We've got a label called Atomic, which is really funky, hard techno music, real driving, dirty underground music. I also run a label called Excite with Rooster, which is, he's just dedicated to how far he's come now and developing his music. I've then got Honeypot, which is the main label, the umbrella label, where we have all the anthems, all the big artists like Lee Aslan, Paul Glasby, John Doe, they all appear on the label. And then recently I've signed a guy called Alex Carver, he's from up north, he's really making a name for himself, so we've set up a subsidiary for him.
Is that with the fidget stuff that I've seen about? So it's like, the fidget
that's where Alex has made his name, but as a talented artist, he's also got other sides to what he does. So the label that we're doing is going to be called Sonic Boom, and basically it's where he's just going to push himself as far as he can go musically. Then also with the events, with the label, we also do a monthly event at the Mass in Brixton for 2,000 people. Next one's on March the 6th. We've got a hardcore room, Hixie, Slipmat, Vibes, Psy, and loads more. Storm and WizKid are the resident MCs up there. Trance room with Marky G, John Doe. Then we got the Hard House room, Karim, Nick Sentience and myself. So that all comes in with a label, and then we also release mix CDs. Like coming later on, we got an album called Hard Dance Acceleration that'll be out in about 3 months, a double CD. So loads and loads happening.
All right, there's loads to look out for. Trust me, Billy Bunter, big for 2004. Signing off. This is imotv. Thank you, Billy Bunter. Thank you very much.
Hey!
Lovely.